produce speech just like that? Can you speak in the same way? That's the hard part, but I'm going to help you with that. After you watch this conversation clip, we're going to break down the conversation. We'll be going through it because this conversation clip uses all 5 tips to help you understand fast English conversations. Let's watch and then we'll break it down together. Let's go.
If given the choice, when we drive, you drive and I'm in the passenger seat. It's not a passive job to be in the passenger seat with kids. If you have kids, you know.
Yeah, it actually drives me insane to be in the passenger seat while she's driving. Not because she's a bad driver, but because there might be an expression that you've heard of, I'm a backseat driver. Backseat driver?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though you're not in the back seat.
Yeah. And that just means that I'll notice things on the road and I'll have trouble not pointing it out to her.
Watch out. Look over there. Oh, he's merging. Give them some more space. I think every woman who has driven with a man has dealt with this situation before.
Yeah.
My first tip to help you understand fast English conversations is contractions. Contractions are where you take a pronoun and you add a verb and you smush them together, cut out a couple letters, and add a little apostrophe. Let's take a look at a couple examples that were in this conversation clip you just watched. I am becomes I'm. I is the pronoun, am is the verb, and we cut out a with a little apostrophe, put them together, and it becomes I'm. Much faster, right? Let's take a look at a couple more. It is, it's. She is, she's. He is, he's. You have, you've. Now our last 2 are a little bit more advanced because they have 2 different pronunciations. One is very fast, and those are the 2 that you heard in the conversation, so I want you to know them. You are becomes your. Notice how my lips are very pronounced here. Your. But you know what? In fast conversations, we often reduce it even more. Instead of saying your, we just say your. It sounds like her book, your book. It sounds almost exactly the same except for the Y at the beginning. So when you hear fast conversations, instead of hearing you are, you're going to hear a contraction, but not your. You're going to hear it reduced even more. Your. This is what makes fast English conversations tricky to understand, but now you have some more tools. All right, we have one more contraction. I will becomes I'll. Now this is the very clear contraction, I'll, but we can say this also even more reduced, ul. That's right. If I'm speaking quickly, I might say, I'll go to the store. I'll go to the store. I'll go to the store. So what I want you to do is we are going to now listen to all of these contractions in the conversation, and then it's your turn to practice them. We're going to have a challenge sentence, and I want you to try to say it out loud with me. But first, let's listen. I want you to realize I'm not lying. We actually use these contractions and these reductions all the time. Let's listen.
When we drive, you drive and I'm in the passenger seat. It's not a passive job to be in the passenger seat with kids. If you have kids, you know.
Yeah, it actually drives me insane to be in the passenger seat while she's driving. There might be an expression that you've heard of, I'm a backseat driver.
Even though you're not in the back seat.
Yeah. I'll notice things on the road and I'll have trouble not pointing it out to her.
Oh, he's merging. Give them some more space.
Now it's time for our challenge sentence. I want you to speak out loud, use your own pronunciation muscles. We have practiced your listening skills. Now it's time to practice your speaking skills.